Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dustin, and today, it's a very interesting day today. I've wanted to do this for a while. As the title suggests, I'm starting a new hunting goal today. I'll get into it in a minute, but I've been wanting to do this for a very, very, very long time. I just never have found the right opportunity or the right time or have the motivation to do it. But I'm kind of grasping at straws on things to do inside the game, so, I'm going to work at it. And when I'm done with it all, I hope that it will be a really cool video, because I think that a lot of people are going to find some funny, well, it's going to be a funny shenanigan, really, but I hope that people will enjoy it nonetheless. So, all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into it here today. You might notice as well, I'm currently out in the ocean. I know, crazy. Basically, without getting too much into it, I have been doing a lot of bartering again. I'm up to 55,000 crow coins currently. Hit over 9,000 total. About to hit that magical 10k. I don't know what it is for the thing. What is it? Man, there's oh, where is it? Should be underneath this folder. Here it is. So, depending on how many barters you do, in this case it is 10,230, I will unlock my 11th barter route, and at 20,470, I'll unlock the final, which is the 12th barter route. So, I still have a couple, about like 500 or so, before I actually get the next unlock. But, yeah, for those of you curious, we are going to be doing a little bit of bartering, just so I can finish my second round for the day. People are going to be, tapping stuff in the guild and whatnot. I'm not going to be doing anything guild related today, for anybody curious. Most of the time I try not to like emphasize what guild I'm in or anything like that, just because I like to kind of keep that separated from public online drama. But yeah, let me double check the audio stuff here. It's max. Cool. I believe on the desktop side it should also be max. It's just kind of quiet in my ears, but I can adjust that, turn it up if I need to. Alright, so let me start talking a little bit about the hunting goal that I want to do while I'm on the way over here. I've already done my dailies for sea monsters, so I don't need to do that. Before I do that with the hunting, a couple of loose ends I want to tie up real quick. I did an hour of Crocs last night. I got 3 maps, one of which was actually the treasure chest. The sailor of a what is it? Treasure map of a sailor or something like that, whatever it's called. I had to go all the way over to Papua Krinia, if you guys know where that is. It's way down over here, so I had to go get the chest way down here, which is the furthest one from what I remember. There are other ones like in Alta Nova. There's one at Okila's Eye where you talk to the guy. I think there's one like over here somewhere. I'm not entirely certain. Maybe one over here. I don't remember. But I had to go to the Papua Krinia one. Did not get the symbol engraved. Is it the knoll over there? I think so. Or is it the Ebon? I don't remember. The one piece that you need to get from doing the treasure, like doing the treasure chests and stuff like that. I did not get that piece, but that's okay. It was my first one ever. I had to figure out how it actually goes about. I did also kill a siren last night. Got another gold and another blue, both of which gave me 2. I could also turn this one over. I do not have a Rusalka crystal yet. I do currently have on this boat a blue crystal, which is for extra damage against sea monsters. Yeah, it's yeah, it was a whole evening last night. A lot of fun that I did and a lot of fun that I had, but we're gonna go back on land as of today. I know, crazy. It's not gonna be for long though, because yeah. A special barter I also had, by the way, was I needed caterpillars, and I just was not getting the caterpillar trade. And then today, when I refreshed, I was like, finally, I got caterpillars again. So that's that was something. I also need to make a trip over to what's it called? Land of the Morning Light. I need to go and talk to the people over here at Yukjo Street, because I have a bunch of these gratitude tokens that I want to turn in and upgrade my workers. This is another thing that I've been talking about, or kind of like, not really talking about, but working behind the scenes. I've been upgrading workers as much as I possibly can. I hired a bunch of skilled dokebis. They're all now professional or higher. Like this guy here, he's currently being attempted to be promoted, but I even have some that are also artisans. I need to probably change this to Yukjo. I have a few that are artisans already. As you can see, this one just got leveled up, so I still have a lot of professionals to upgrade, and I don't think I have, I don't have any skilled or lower, so it's just artisan and professionals that I'm having to work on. But once I get them up, then it'll be like min-maxing their skills, kind of like I have for some of these other guys, like Goldman here. But I might need to also redo some of my node network extensively with workers, like instead of giants, maybe change them over to be goblins or humans, or vice versa, change over goblins to be giants or whatever. But anyways, yeah, for the most part, man, if only I had 4, that'd be great, because I like 5. 5 is a good number. But 55,551 from doing the dailies out here, killing sea monsters and whatnot. I do have about 16 of each. I did get from the treasure chest, I did get another chest that allows you to get some like random ship material upgrade pieces. So I did get one from that. But for the most part, 16 of each. Once that once I can get 48 total or get more of these scales to equal 100, then I can actually get my first blue piece for the advance that I have currently. Let's go to Pacquiao's, because I need to go there anyway. Go Pacquiao's and then work our way back, and then end at Land of the Morning Light. I'll transport my boat over to Velia, and then I need to basically find out how I'm going to be doing this. So allow me to do a search here. If we type in stuffed, for instance, you will find all the different types of stuffed animal heads inside the game. This is my hunting goal. I want to try to get every single one possible without buying them, because I could just simply go here and buy. But there are some, like the goats, for instance, the yaks, the llamas, the elephants, they just don't sell, even gazelles. So what my goal is that I want to go and find each of the locations that these drop from, get the normal drops, and then upgrade them to like the artisans. And then the artisans, they also have a special stuffed one. So for instance, if I do like stuffed bear, right? Just as an example, you see there's stuffed bear head, there's artisan, there's master, there's artisan special stuffed, and master special stuffed. And both of these require Narcian breath. So there's going to be a lot of hunting just for Narcian breath, and I believe there's breath of Narcian, but then there's also breath of Omua. That's the other one. So with these, I know that there is also like dailies and stuff that you can get, and I don't believe, no, those cannot be sold. But also, I could just put in some pre-orders and wait. It looks like a pre-order in each, but I'm not going to do that. I'm probably going to end up spending a lot of time hunting over at Narcian or Omua, which is Land of the Morning Light, if I were to take a look over here. Land of the Morning Light. Mountain of Eternal Winter. The hunting locations, they don't really show up on the map. I know there's one down over here that I go to. It's a wolf rotation, as well as like bear and snow leopard and stuff. Then there's also a couple of little guys along the path, like over here, I believe. And there's also yak down over here by Mirrorwax Labyrinth. So there's a whole bunch of different locations that I can go hunting for some of these, like specifically the breath stuff, because I'm going to need a lot of it. As far as species go, I typed in every single one in my notepad, and it was about 34 lines, which means that is 34 unique species of animals, which means that that's a lot. It's a lot. So if I were to type in stuffed, for instance, I'm not concerned about like the turkey, for instance, but I have a lioness. I don't think I have an upgraded one. I used to go to feather wolves a lot. Like there's some Finnels and some feather wolf heads. I think I actually have enough for these ones with the black leopards as well. Lioness, I need to get some more. The fox head, master stuffed, shadow lion. I have some of these things. Master stuffed frost wolf. I even have stuffed frost wolves. Most of these are, man, I thought I had a lot more. I don't. So it's it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. And I need to basically just kind of figure out where each of these are. So if I go BDO Codex, I use bdocodex.com. That's the website that I usually go to. Most of the time, that is the place. Let's see. I'm looking for... I just want like normal bear head. There it is. Dropped by Balenos Bear. Apparently you can get it from a fruit display stand. Excuse me? So BDO Codex says at a 0.002500% chance versus the bear being a 0.01% chance. I don't know if that's affected by mastery, but I know that the locations that I'm going to be traveling to and going to are not going to be like meta, if you will. They're not going to be the best ever. But yeah, it's going to be one of those things. So we're going to try to get this bear one first. I am going to be trying my best to kind of go down the list as they appear inside the marketplace. Like I said, when I typed in stuffed, I just went by item grade and I just wrote each and every one of them down like this. And they all kind of are in regional order, like bear, fox, and weasel, gray wolf, wolf, giant boar, elk. I would say up to elk here, all of this can be found in the Balenos region, or even like along the coastline near Euphoria Ridge over there by, well, Euphoria. It's still Balenos region, right? If I go region, yeah, this is still, like, this area is where it's at, right over here. Still considered kind of Balenos. It's specifically on this side of the road, so it would be considered Calpheon. But I know that there are gray wolves and foxes over there, because I used to hunt those when I first started doing hunting, so. Let's head over here to the wharf. I need to go, I would like to actually end up at Nampo Moodle down here. That's kind of where I would like to end up, actually. Where is it? I think it's this one, right? Yuan. Yuan. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bears in the Balenos region. 11 bears is not a lot, I'll be honest. I need to find a stuffed fox head. Specifically. Can I remove the guild tag on this? No. No. Just every time the music kicks up, I'm like, am I under attack? Okay, so there's fox. Weasel. Stuffed weasel. This gives me some time to, like, take a look at this stuff. Gray wolf. How you spell gray? No, it's A-Y. I keep getting it confused. Don't ask, I don't know. Stuffed wolf head. Stuffed giant boar. And then we'll say stuffed elk. That's about all the ones that I want to try to figure out. Okay, at least the fox, there's a lot of them. Weasel is dropped by, you guessed it, a weasel. Stuffed gray wolf. It's dropped by a few different ones. Gray wolf alpha, is this over by Euphoria? No. Is this down? Oh. Okay. The gray wolf there's... Okay. I'll consider it later. Stuffed wolf head, like normal wolf. Doesn't exactly say how to get the normal wolf. Huh. All right, well, we'll have to figure out that as a first hurdle. Same thing with giant boar. That says hunting giant boar. I don't know where giant boar are. Stuffed elk. There's no comments on that one either. Okay. And then stuffed fox. Did I do fox already? I did. Okay. So there's a few that have some question marks at the moment. There's, it might just be because they're kind of old, like old obscure knowledge that people don't know. Video how to get stuffed wolf head. Just the normal stuffed wolf. It's just saying something I already know. Find a wolf that has the word hunt over its head and then kill it and then butcher. Really helpful. Boy, this is going to be kind of rough. Hunting mobs. Wolf. It's like normal wolf. Everybody's like, shadow wolves, feather wolves. No, no, no. Just wolf. Let's not get too crazy now. This will be, would it be considered an NPC? Probably. I just want wolf. Okay, well, there's a bunch of wolves. Where are you guys located? Oh boy. Do I really have to? Okay, I'll do it. 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 different IDs for wolf inside this game. According to the Black Desert Codex, or BDO Codex. Alright, we're going to disembark.
A fisher's rod is like a soldier's spear. So,
Transport this back to Velia. Stop being weird. That's what I think. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to go over to here. What I'm going to do before I go and do that is I'm going to, this is, yeah, that's what I think that is. I need to go do some farming at some point, so I'll just, didn't I put one recently in here that I don't need? Yeah, sailing mastery one. Also don't need 2 more cooking mastery. Is there anything that I can just like get rid of? Processing XP? I don't really care for that one. We're gonna put on, I guess that why not? That why not? Alright, let me find out which one of these wolves have spots. Okay. Nope. 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 Alright, well, a lot of these wolves don't have anything. They're just 500 HP, 1 MP, 1 defense, 1 evasion, knowledge drop, chance, and that's about it. I didn't even check that one. There we go. Alright, so I found 1 of them. There are some on Ilia Island. There's also some near Velia. I think most of the ones near Velia and like the surrounding areas are not huntable. I think it might be the ones on Ilia Island that are the ones that are huntable. And if that's the case, then Yeah, I just have to like figure it out. I'm gonna leave my character to AFK move, and then I need to find out giant boars. Nobody said anywhere where they were, so. Giant boar. Looks like there is one. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Most of these are going to be over in the Velia area, I imagine. So, and then elk is the other one. I believe this might be the sensitive elk hunting spot. That's going to be my guess. Serendia elk, I don't really care about that. I just want elk. What did that one say? The elk one, there's spots around Calpheon, but not really around Velia. I know there is a sensitive elk hunting spot over there, so maybe I'll do that. I believe it requires a sniper. This area right over here, sensitive giant elk. Don't know. Of course. Of course.
Yep.
Alright. I'll go by hand now. I can't trust my character to nearly... Well, I can trust my character to do one thing. Nearly drown my horse. Alright. So, one thing that I want to do while I'm here is grab
Wait, your
6K.
Where are you from? By the way, your pockets are look.
Okay. So, looking at things, I want to pretty much try to upgrade as much as I can. I think. Go ahead and do this. Over this way. There's one thing that I want to do is this only has 2. This has 3. This has 3, and this has 3. I think I can raise them all up to the next level and then maybe try to upgrade one of these. That's my goal. What's the last one? Is this another 1,000? It sure is. So this one should have, yep, this one right here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and head over to this one. We're going to upgrade this one time. Okay, just go ahead and upgrade that. And we're going to head over. We'll go to the infirmary because it's kind of out of the way. I think I actually flew right by it at one point today. Like literally 2 minutes ago. Alright, horsey. Alright, unlock this one, please. Now this one is going to need 2. I do have enough for 3, so what I could do is on the way. What one do I want to upgrade? Probably this one if it's like somewhat convenient in the way. We'll upgrade this one time if it's 1,000, and then Right. Yeah, I got 3k, okay. Upgrade this one time if it's a 1,000, and then upgrade the other one 2 times, because it should be 1,000 a pop. That'll be a total of 3k. That'll be all the tokens that I have for now. Oh, please. Oop. Okay, are you 1,000? You sure are. There you go. Thank you. Last but not least, let's go talk to this person over here. Okay, fine. I'll be a normal person and I'll go through the stupid little gate thingies. The restriction of my movement. Alright, buddy. I'm here to upgrade twice. There's 1. Should be 2. Nice. I could swear I put those away, but I guess it didn't work. Whatever. Alright. So now with all that out of the way... So from here, let's go Abyssal Well. I forgot I need to hop off the horse. Can't even be standing on the horse when I try to well. Kind of annoying, but whatever. Oh my gosh, all the pitter-patters of the horses. Alright, we're not going to get started with hunting just yet. I do need to actually hop to a different character because my villa scroll actually ran out, so I need to go talk to this guy. Rather, I need to go talk to an NPC using the guy I'm swapping to. My hash. Alright, so let's take a look. Garmoth is the only boss that I really care to fight right now because I've done all the other ones for the week, but that's 5 hours from now. About 6, actually. I'm not going to be alive for that long. Now, like I said, alive, I meant to say live, like live streaming. Just throwing that out there in case you heard it. Sounded like I said it. Tablet, are you like losing your mind? Don't answer that question. I think you are. Here. Let me try refreshing chat real quick. Good. You Gucci tablet? You're not a Gucci tablet, but are you Gucci? Alright. So what I want to do, I want to make sure I'm standing right there. I'm going to go ahead and get farming equipped. Unequip these two because I don't have enough for the resets. I wish they would give you more, but they don't because they don't care about us. Us as in a community, they don't. Every player, you know. Villa. I'm going to grab this. Can I pitch my tent while all this stuff is here? I sure can. Let's do that. Access local storage. Grab these. I'm going to go ahead and fertilize and water before I do anything else. Don't even, please, for the love of everything. Make sure I have the right pet group out. Are they fed? They are now. Go ahead and do that. Just don't. You really want to, don't you? Go ahead. Just kind of curiosity. Close enough. You really, really want to, huh? Mm-hmm. This guy's gonna be having some fun, freaking out and losing his mind if he keeps this up. All I want to do is just farm. Is that too much to ask? Apparently. This isn't the first guy who's been like this to me, though. He's in for a rude awakening. Especially if he's really geared and he's just being, well, stupid. Those of you curious, here's my combat gear. Here's all the wolves, by the way. Here's the elk spot. Of course, he's gone. Why would he be here? If I hop back to my Kuno and she's dead again, I know what happened. It's not that I can't play like PvP on my Kuno. It's just I don't have the gear, and I personally do not care to do PvP a lot of the time. I just don't care for it. So people want to be a jerk and waste my buffs. You really think I care? I literally have thousands of perfumes and inverter drops. It does not affect me. Will I go out of my way just to be a thorn in your side because you're a thorn in mine? Sure, why not? Tit for tat, as they say. Besides, I love making people go red just to kill them and making them lose their gear. It's fun. It's much deserved on their side because they're just being a jerk. So... maybe one of these days I should actually just use my Trina matchlock in situations like that. Just get out the Trina, use it. Because I'm curious what it would actually do to somebody with like 700 gear score. Like, does it actually chunk them? I'm curious. I need to get in touch with somebody in our guild who has like a little bit more gear score than I do. I'm 718, I think, 719. If I care to be all like, oh, look at me, I'm so cool. But How does it fare against somebody who's like 750? A Tet, Trina. I don't know. I remember hitting people with over 400 DP years ago, and it was, you know, 500-600 damage per shot. I can load 4, so do about 2,000 damage. At least 2,000 damage before I have to reload. Almost done with plant breeding. No, is it? No, it's clean, pruning and killing pests and all that. You know, it'd be really funny. So I'm like thinking mind game stuff here, right? What if that person assumed that I swapped to a different server? Just like channel hopped. Did they channel hop? And if so, are they going to be back anytime? Or do they find somebody else to bully? I don't know. Alright, time to do some plant breeding. Yay! At least I got another mysterious seeds, that's cool. Before anybody asks why I'm deleting the gold ones, I don't really care to grow them. I'm mainly growing these because I kind of want some extra special hot peppers. That way I can use them for, I believe, Valencia meals is why I'm growing these. The other reason is that, yes, I know these do give a lot more, but these take up 2 grids in the fences. The gold ones would take up, I think it's 10. It's 5 times whatever the original cost would be. So these taking up 2, that would take up the entire fence. And that is not that much farming XP at the end of the day. Am I getting less special hot peppers from doing this? Probably, but I also don't really care that much. I'm more so going for XP, so. Oh yeah, there's something down there. Cool. 2, 3. Put this up here. And a quick little piece of advice from me to you, if you are trying to do this and you're like, man, I don't want to try to do the math and like figure that out. If you just do the find my item and then type in what you have in your inventory, you can see in real time. So this says 39 currently. If I go ahead and plant breed, this 39, once I claim it, it will update to, in this case, 41. So you can use that. The only problem is that after every time you harvest, it will try to act like you're trying to type in that. So you do have to hit escape. But, you know, it's pretty nice. Right here, I know I need 7 more, so I can just count 7. So there's 5 more to go. 3 more to go. 2 more to go. And no more to go. I should have 1 extra at the end. Which is good too. I mean, I like to stockpile some, and I've slowly been stockpiling specials, some up to like 10 in storage, just from 1 or 2 extra here and there. And then I just basically harvest the rest. But if I were to take a look, how many do I have in storage? Of the special variety, 18,000, which is going to be 4 times that for the overall hot pepper count, so it's a good amount, honestly. My number 1 issue is just trying to get lion meat and scorpion and snake meat. I've just been very lazy at doing that. Giving you guys a heads up after this, speaking of all this cooking stuff, I'm going to head over to Grana, well over there real quick, and finish up the rest of my chores, which is selling cooking boxes for today. And then from there, I do plan on eventually, hopefully at that point, getting started with doing some hunting today. Making progress toward a self-imposed goal that I hopefully will have enough wall space in Grana, because that's where I'm going to put all of them. I've had this vision for a couple of years now to pretty much get one of each stuffed head variety. Not just like the different species, but you know, a special stuffed, or a special artisan stuffed, a special master stuffed, a normal artisan, and a normal master stuffed. Most of the materials needed to make the upgraded like stuffed heads are resources that you typically would get from hunting itself, like fire horns, the breath of Narcian. Those are for like the special ones, but you can make a master's one without needing to make the special. So I'm very, very curious how long it will actually take for this goal to be done, but you know, it gives me something to do on land other than just, you know, casually semi-AFK barter, because that's kind of what all I've been doing the last, like, I don't know, week or so. I haven't grinded for money. I did do the newest dungeon, the Orzekia dungeon, and it was pretty easy, actually, on normal difficulty. I would say difficulty-wise or mechanic-wise, it has some mechanics. I would put it between, like, first dungeon and like, third dungeon in terms of difficulty. Second dungeon is definitely the hardest in my personal opinion. The first dungeon is very easy, but the fourth dungeon is, I would say it's a step above the first dungeon, but nowhere near even the third dungeon. Third dungeon has a lot more mechanics and more phases, and it feels like you're making progress even if you die on a certain phase. Everything's 5, we're good. So, it's not bad, it's not bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and put all this away. Yes, please. There is one extra seed down below. Okay, good, good. What am I going to do next? Somebody in chat, the message when you get killed, mine said, I was unjustly slain by somebody. So somebody in guild chat's like, that was unjust. So I'm just like, huh? I've moved on. I moved, character swapped. Yep, that is what I said. All right, so
Yep.
Let's go to the well. Go over to Grana. Alright, let's go over to Kama. Here we go. Makes my nose kind of runny. Hang on. Goodness. It's windy today, I forgot to mention. As a result, my sinuses and stuff are not feeling the greatest, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Go ahead and do this. Right, stop accidentally spamming it. I'm not seeing the seed one. There is the training one. I do need to do this. I'm sorry. I keep adding more to my list here. Let's do Wild Beehive, because I believe this is and can be done near Velia. Are the other ones the same, I wonder? No, what the heck? Wait a minute. Does Narcion give? It does not. Wild Cama Sylvia. So why does Balanos, or like the Beehive one, get the short end of the stick, huh? What's up with that? I'm gonna grab this one though. Hang on. Buy those, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and deposit my money before I do anything, in case anybody's like, how much money do you make from selling these? You're about to find out. Firsthand. So, mastery is under 2,000, almost 2,000, but 219 made in Valencia with the distance bonus. I probably can take those to Land in the Morning Light for more, but it is 271,789,512. That is a daily amount of money, and I did not even grab the cooking one. Go team, go! Nice. I screwed it up. It's whatever. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put on my hunter's clothes. I'm going to put on the hunting bag. Hunter's bag is what I was going to say. I do have hunting damage. I believe this also gives a little bit of mastery. Yeah, 20 more mastery, 10x speed, 2 attack speed, 1 crit, and crit hit rate 8%. Bringing everything up a little bit. I do need to also, if I'm going to be doing this, I would like to actually use this one, I believe. Because it adds one more crit hit. This is sort of a build that I came up with. I'm not going to be using giants, unfortunately. What do these do? Just extra damage reduction. Yeah. So those are nice, but I don't have like Garmoth's Heart on the character here, unfortunately. What could I get rid of, actually? Should I get rid of 2 of the Gervish? No, I kind of want to keep those. Maybe. If I were to, though, let's say... damage reduction... If I were to do that, let's see. Do I lose 1 crit, but that's fine. I'm looking for the Kydict. Is it Kydict? This one, Giants. And then, do I want to... Because the crit hit's nice. I mean, I can use meals for that, so I really don't need the Gervishes, if I'm honest. If I really cared to, I believe the one for more damage is not Simple Cron for hunting. It's been a while, but I believe it is Exquisite. Because you also get the crit hit +2 in movement and attack casting speed +2. So this is better if you have the mastery and you don't want to push for extra mastery. Seafood Cron is if you're trying to push to do more mastery, which 1730 is a little high, honestly, but I'll take it. Alright, so what is the Narcion weekly one? Kill 15 mobs over there, okay. Before I go too far, do I really want to go all the way? Yeah, I probably should. I'm going to go all the way over to Heidel real quick, so then I can do the horse taming minigame. So I can get my 50 Royal Fern roots for the week. Let's go over to Serendia, hop down the well. Alright, so I'm going to head over to, there's a spot to the west of Heidel. I'll head over there. Should be right around here. Yep. There's a beehive right there. So what I want to do is I should add that to my hotbar, but every time I do, I always accidentally use it and it annoys me. So we're not going to do that. Let's go ahead and tame this horse. I'm going to wait until it's almost... I don't know how long you can wait before you have to hit space before you fail the minigame, but I know you can wait quite a long time. Get close, like right up on top of the horse, basically. So when the minigame gets done here, I should be able to feed it basically right away. Please try again in a moment. I did try, and it didn't work. Also, don't understand how come Kuno's weapons go away when I feed the lump of raw sugar, but sure. No, hop on the horse. Thank you. Now here's a hint or a tip or a piece of advice or a hack, however you want to look at it. If you tame a horse, it will follow you. So all I need to do now is just run all the way back and wait for the horse to either teleport or walk its way over here instead of being on the horse taking forever. So now I just wait. It looks like it's a second account name by how weird of a name it is, but I'm not going to question too much here. Yeah, while I'm here, actually. You can breed, okay. Let me go ahead and quickly take off some of this stuff real quick. Let's go. Trainer. We'll do this, and we'll do a lightstone for training mastery. There it is. So this is pushing, I think, also like the 7 or 15. Okay, it's not too bad. I feel like I'm missing something. I am, because the crystals, I believe, these add a little bit of life mastery. Nothing too crazy. I think it's only 30, but yeah, 16. We'll also raise it up by temporarily by another 200. Let's see if I remember how to do this. I want to register at breeding. Only me. Go to horse breeding. My horse, my registrations. Is it one of these two? Wait, he needs to recover. My bad. Register at breeding. Yes. Only me. Breeding market. My registrations. My horse list. My horse list. Jenny. Yes, please. Go for it. And then this horse is female. Jenny is a level or tier 6, level 5. I believe I have the females going to Calpheon, I want to say. And now let me go ahead and put on all of my gear again. Alright. So this is all of my hunting gear. I do need to get the right hunting group on. Not that I need it, but you know. Eh. We're going to talk to Leanna so I can get my weekly stuff here. I don't really need any of these, but I'll get whatever's the most expensive, I guess. I'll put these away in storage before I forget. Be a good little boy and, you know, put stuff away that I need to. All right. Oh my gosh, please. Why are you stuck on a spike? It's just a spike, Becky. It's just a spike. Okay, so I know there are bears in this area. Problem is, though, is I don't think they're huntable. That's the issue. know there's also a bunch of weasels. Is there a huntable weasel? I don't think there is, right? Let's put on gatherer's clothes just temporarily. Can you get heads from weasels? Because like there's boar in the area here as well. The mail has arrived. What's the mail from? Oh. Is there weasels that are huntable? I don't think that there are. So the thing is, I know where some bears are. Let's see. Bear. Ology, Eastern Balanos. Balanos bear. Please track. Thank you. But then there is... Trade... Yeah, because this is the bear. That's not a huntable mob, though. Thing is, I do know where bears are that are huntable in Balanos region, so I'm gonna head over there. There's actually a couple of different spots. What is this? Shiny. Some magic on that fence post. I don't know what that is. I know that there is a hunting spot kind of near the goblin cave over here, but it's... Oh my gosh, the lag. Yeah, there is an elk over here that is a huntable. Okay. So I think I'm just going to have to go with a BDO hunting mobs map. What I'm going to have to do. Ah, boy. Let's see. I don't really prefer this website, but I know that a lot of people recommend it, and it probably has the information that I seek. But see, the problem is this map does not have huntable mobs, which really sucks, if I'm going to be honest. That's why I don't like it. Hunting mobs map. Go back, try to find a better one. There's this one. My headphone's like cackling in my ear. Or maybe it's the horse, I don't know. Bear. Hmm. Oh boy, this is going to be kind of tough finding this information, isn't it? Is this one? This is the one I think I'm looking for, right? There. How hard is it to just find something here? I know this spot exists that I'm at. I just want to make sure like how big of the area that it actually is, but... we'll just go along, and if I run into some issues, I guess I'll just do my best to figure it all out. I didn't even definitively find out how many normal heads I might need, if I'm going to be honest, either. Because I know, like, there's the normal stuffed head, and then there's, like, the two above it. And then there's, like, a bunch of other ones, like the special ones. So I'm like, how many am I going to need? I think the answer is, like, 5 or 6. Something like that. Nothing yet. Let's climb, climb. At least I got some supreme hide, I guess. That was a tree. That's an elk. Oh, it's a boar. I couldn't remember if boar were also in the area. Anything else down here? Sure is. You're over there. Okay. I'm curious. So if I just type in giant elk, nothing shows up. I type in elk, nothing shows up where I'm at. So how am I supposed to track? Huh? That's the $1 million question in my mind right now. How am I supposed to track where these all are, other than just like mentally? It'd be a bit more challenging than I thought. That's okay. That's why they call it a challenge, or why I'm calling it a challenge anyways. Really? That stupid rock's in the way? Alright, cool. Well, that elk died in a very spectacular way. 4 Caffers. Holy cow, dude. Chill. Actually, I'll take it. Huh. I feel like I've kind of done a loop at this point. So I can climb up this? Maybe. Maybe not, no. Okay. I remember this is just some old knowledge of mine that this entire ridge has elk, boar, and also bear. But yeah, that's just knowledge I had from maybe looking at maps years ago. I don't remember. I know it exists, and how I know it exists, I don't know. I just know it exists. Maybe one time I was going on horseback through the area and then I saw them and I was like, oh, cool, that's neat. That was it. Let's see. Balenos. Hunting mobs. Wait, it just kind of hit me. They're islands out and about. I was looking this up. There's weasel islands, like hunting weasels out on the islands, as well as wolves, bears. Okay. That's where I can get some of those. Giant boar, though, I'm kind of like, well, I'm kind of SOL. Okay, okay. Giant boar. Let me focus on that one. Jonas Mountains. That's really helpful. Giant elk, giant boar, and giant brown bear. I know the bears exist over there. Okay, so the giant brown bear is also just bear. Okay, cool. I found like actual information on like PA's website about it. It's still vague though because it looks like even though I was down over here, it says a circle like in this area next to Awaz Hill, like this area. So it looks like I need to head in that direction. You're gonna hear my character say that a lot. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of the guiding light over here. I know that there is an NPC you go and talk to, and he has you hunt alongside the mountains next to Olvia. And I know that there are boar and bear over there as well. So, more than anything, I would like to get the elk over in this area, but I also wouldn't say no to like getting boar finished as well over here. I'm going to double check stuffed elk. So I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 total heads. I don't believe I have a single one. That was a boar. Right? Stuffed elk. Yeah, no, I don't. There are some boar in the area, so that's something. Well, okay, wait, hold on. Of course, I didn't. Yeah. I kind of forgot the islands. There's certain islands that have certain animals on them. Like some have weasels, some have foxes. I was like, how am I supposed to do the weasel thing? Because you can't just butcher them. You have to actually hunt them. They have to be a huntable weasel. That was a little, oh, there's a bear here. Look at that. Alright. No head from him, unfortunate. You know what? I'm curious, how much mastery does this actually give? 150 extra? Cool. That puts me at a little over 2,000. Nice. And this is what I need to do, is just push mastery as high as possible. High as humanly possible and unhumanly possible. I don't mean unhumanly like cheating, alright? I'm not going to do that. I actually enjoy playing the game at times. There are certain things I really hate about this game, but... You know. For reloading. I really hate too that the bullet is like right there, and it sometimes gets hidden by my quick slot bar and I can't see it anymore. Not a single head so far today. Kind of sad, but you know, it's whatever. That's a bore. Just making sure, yeah. Like if I do end up proccing one of the heads, I hope the hedgehog like helps me out a lot here. It's just a grind spot down there. I'd even start server hopping depending on how long it takes for these guys to respawn. To be fair, I am one-shotting a lot of these guys. Depending on the angle that I shoot a boar, sometimes it takes 2 shots. Bear, similar story. Actually, the bear was 3. Maybe if I could get a couple back attacks, maybe. Maybe. Alright, let me go ahead and server hop real quick. Server hop and hiding my screen so you guys can't see what server I'm going to, just in case there might be somebody who wants to try to lurk and attack me. Loading in here. Oh, see a golden bell. Should be good. All right. Let's go for it. Fast. There's a handful of boars in the area. I feel pretty confident with the amount of boars that are over here. Speaking of. Hedgehog procced on that one, so that's good. No heads though, unfortunate. Hello, Mr. Boar. I think the bear is over here. That's what that guy is. Try to get eyes on without aggro. Maybe. Oh, no, he's looking my direction. Well. I don't think he might be aggro now, but you don't see me. I think it was just the two. There's a damage calculation being delayed slightly. Oh. Just don't. Wish I could move that icon too. I can always move the first slot out of the way, but there's 4 heads. All right, cool, cool. Who would have thought I just killed a Hydra? That is 4 elk. Let's see. Let me just make sure. I believe it's 5. All right. I do stuffed elk. Yeah, so I need 5 of every single one. Which means I only need 1 more elk. That's it. Oops, wrong way. Start heading back. I believe I've killed everything in the area, hopefully. Maybe. Ooh. I don't think expanding this is doing a whole, or going to do a whole lot, if I'm going to be honest. But, you know, I've been wrong before. Also should be at least using this, because this is infinite stamina to run everywhere. Hell. Also hate that when I think I'm looking directly at the target on the map, I'm actually looking slightly to the left, or sometimes slightly to the right. I don't know. not the herb. Get the elk. I'm assuming that is everything. Let's go ahead and hide my screen real quick. Try to go back to the server I was just at. See if that does anything. If they have respawned by now. Because if all I have to do is like server hop between 2 servers, that's better than 3. Or worse, 4 servers. Alright, I'm not concerned about elk, giant boar. Looking at... Where was it? Island one, this one here. This one also has wolves, so I don't need that one either. Open image in new tab, and I want to... this here. Over here, I want to take this and add this over here as well. So, need 1 more elk. Need still the 5 boars and 5 bears. Oh, something in my eye. It's not tears, I swear. It might be tears, I don't know. I know you guys can't see, I'm sorry. I kind of was like, oh yeah, I did that, right? Surely I did. And I alt-tabbed, I was like, wait a minute. No, I didn't. I didn't get anything exciting. Just normal loot stuff, really. Elk down there. Elk right here. Thank you. This is why I don't play a ranged class. Even Dark Knight sometimes doesn't actually do damage because the way that the game calculates ranged attacks specifically is so dumb. Alright, let's head over toward that bear over here. Not down here. I just wanted to get this guy down here on the way. Don't want him to feel like I forgot him or anything. I'm really curious what the Wild Spark is. Wild Spark is not a reference to Transformers. It is a kind of like how Fairy's Breath is, but it's for hunting. So, Black Gem Fragments, Spirit Pouch, Ferocious Beast contribution, and hunting XP. So, it's basically the Fairy's Breath but for hunting, or like Witch's Delicacy on cooking, or or Catalyst. I want to say Alchemist Catalyst, but that's incorrect. Mysterious Catalyst. There we go. I arrived at the answer eventually. Okay. Just a lot of hides. No bear heads, sadly. Or there. Elk over there. I said I could so easily just buy these elk heads, as well as I'm sure the giant boars. I'm sure I could buy these off the marketplace. This is a challenge to get them myself, to prove to myself that I can do this. Is it impossible? Absolutely not. It's definitely doable. It's just some locations I'm going to spend a lot more time as a result, like getting the Narcion probably, breath, as well as the breath of Omua. Those, for instance, I'm going to spend a lot of time at those locations because I'm going to need, I think it's like 2 breath or 5 breath to get the mastered. I'm not sure. Breath of Narcian and Breath of Omua is going to be one of the very insane resources to get for this whole endeavor, but I'm more concerned about just obtaining the heads that I need for now. And when the time comes, I'll be over at Narcion just doing that for a good long while. The rotation's done. Another elk. Okay, nothing yet. Alright, server hop time. Yay! It really is like 5 to 10 minutes to do a rotation, server hop. 5-10 minutes rotation, server hop. Just rinse, repeat until complete. At least for now, I still have a reason. Sorry. I still have a reason to hunt the elk. But, yeah, when it comes time to just being the boar and the bear in this area, I might go to a different spot, potentially. Alright. Make sure there's no bell here. We're good. Well, there's 4 more elks, so that was another Hydra. So that one, the elks are done. That's good. That's good. I was going to actually drink one of these just so I have an hour-long buff of that. I forgot to do that when I started. So now I need to avoid the elk, and I need to find boar. Here's a boar. There's the one bear here, and I don't know how many boar, because I have not been paying attention. I'm just like, oh, there's something on the map. Go kill it, you know? I want to say there might be 5 or 6 boar in the area. That was 2. That's a not. I really thought that was a boar. This is number 3. I know there's only one bear in this corner area over here. Nope. It's a boar, that's an elk, okay. Might even resort to just mousing over stuff just to... It doesn't take 4 shots to kill you. Stop, game. Your lies and slander. That's a boar. It's number 5? I want to say it's 5. Elk. messing myself up now. The brain waves, the neurons are all firing in the wrong directions. Or an elk. Or elk. Okay. There might be about 8 boars in this area. Not sure if it's... Not sure how much more other than that. I want to say at least like 8 in the area. There's another boar right there. Oh, there's 2 boar in this area. Alright, I'm going to try to hop back to the first server. We'll see. Gonna wait for the bell message to go away. I hate that. Okay, I'm doing that. There we go. I accidentally used the energy potion down here, so I just moved the 2 slots out of the way so I can actually see the bullets, so I can actually know how much I have loaded. I'll try to keep my mouse over there. I usually like to recenter my mouse where like the dead center of the screen is most of the time, but I'm gonna try to keep it like kind of center of the map. I can kind of like pay attention where things are. Eh? Or are you broken? Thank you for wasting my time. Elk. Or elk. Or okay. For sure, yep, that's the other boar over here. It first, think later title. Is that for hunting so many things? Is that for hunting so much boar? What is this title? Oh, giant boars. Okay. So I just need to go and it looks like defeat so many giant brown bears. I mean, there's one right here. You know, just for logic reasons, we'll stand near the head when I butcher it. See? Nope. I love the trumpet in this song, or these songs, I should say. Something still magical to me about going back to the start of the game and like listening to the music here. It's just start of a great adventure music is what it sounds like to me. Sounds really good. Can I please get some boar or bear heads? That'd be much appreciated at this point. Elk. Elk. Or elk. It's a boar. Okay, there's 2 boars up here still. I think the other spot that I was going to go to for boar and bear, I believe there's like 3 bears in the area, maybe 4. I don't remember. It's been forever. It's like when I first started the game, really. All right, well. Alright, let me go ahead and swap to the other server. This will be the last swap before I decide I'm going to go to the other location. This location's not bad. I just am kind of getting tired of running around so much to try to find these. The other spot, I do remember there is it's a top. Excuse me. It's a little bit of a smaller area, so there's not nearly that much running. But, yeah. I still need to, do a little bit of running over there. There's no bell on the server, it's fine.
Yep.
So there's a boar over here. Be really good, though, if the bear this time gives me, like, 4 heads. It'd be fantastic. Nothing from for the boars yet. Or nothing yet. Or over here. I think that's also another boar, yep. Still nothing. Drop rate's higher. Surely I'll get it now, right? There's some boar back over this way. It's not this first dot, I don't believe. It was the second dot. Surely. Hey! Got 4 heads off that guy. Again, another Hydra boar. Alright, Bear, your turn. Alright, Bear. Please. Ah. The boar kind of shifted after he died there. He didn't enter the state of rigor mortis right away. Even though it looked like he did. I'm not running forward. It's because my stamina's low. Duh. I probably might not hurt to add Macalods to this crystal group just because of the extra stamina. That's a boar. Second dot. Alright, if this doesn't... I think there might be like... Maybe there's one on my way to my horse? I don't know. There is. I mean, we're about to find out, right? Elk, elk. Elk. Elk and elk. More elk. Look, elk. Alright, let's head over to the other spot. Okay. So the other spot that I'm going to go to here is going to be on the other side of Olvia, actually. There's also a bunch of wolves in this area, but they're not hunting mobs, so I think I'm going to do most of those on the islands. It'd be nice if I can get to some of the island mobs today, but again, I'm not really in any rush to get this done. I still don't want to, you know, slack and not get any of it done, but... So there is a hunter out here. I'm trying to remember where he is. I think he's on this side of the mountain. Should show up somewhere. There's a mob in front of me. Who are you? Are you an elk? You're, of course, you're an elk. Orc. Orc. Elk and a boar. I'd heal that boar. Or as I said, orc. For some reason. There he is. I was like, I know he's near here, I just don't know exactly where. I know there's also a bunch of seagulls above him. I don't know if the seagulls give you anything. I mean, do I need to zoom like all the way in, or is that like... Oh boy. The other thing I wanted to check was there's also like hawk, right? Like stuffed hawks. Those are manor items though. Those aren't like, well. So is this for hunting elk? Because if it is, yeah. I can accept this quest, not hunt the elk, but find everything that's not glowing yellow on my mini-map and hunt that instead. That right there should be, yep, an elk. So I'm not concerned about that. I know up over this way, I think. Find some granite. Further this way. There's one right here. There you go. How'd heal that? Sometimes they're leash. That's what I kind of tend to call it because World of Warcraft, I believe, was the first my first iteration of that. Where the mobs will leash back to their starting location. There are elixir I can drink that'd be like, would you like to get more stuffed heads from animals? Because if so, I would love to drink one of those right about now. Saw a dot down there. Or is it up? I don't see anything up. I know there's something down there though. Right? Yeah. There you are. I'm not going to say this spot has a lot better, if I'm going to be honest. I'm curious. I'm going to go back over here to, I think his name is Chuck Laurie. Laurie? Is his name? Yeah, Chuck Laurie. I'm going to talk to him over here. And see, what is this other quest about? Is that about boars? Hand over 10 weeds. Hunt witch's deer. Oh. Easy peasy. That was it. I know there's multiple bears around here because I've seen them before. So I think the bears are like near the top of this ridge. I want to say. Could be mistaken, but I think so. Wait, there's one over here. What is that? Boar, maybe? Oh, that is a bear. I knew there were more around here. Is this another bear over here? No, it's a boar. I didn't mean to actually shoot that guy, but you know, it's fine. I was very confused. Harvested some herbs. Another bear. Yes, no. There's a few more around here, though. This might be the spot. I was actually closer when I first arrived versus trying to find Chuck. Well, found the location. It's a very, very tiny area, really. I'm okay with that. I probably shouldn't stand right where that bear spawned, but I probably should like stand over here, though. Let me go ahead and server hop. This might be worth going to 2 other servers, so 3 total servers to like this little tiny area. At least there are 2 bear here, and I think maybe 4 or 5 boar, which is better in my opinion than running all over a mountain range for like 8 boar and 1 bear. The fact that there's a second bear here, it's a lot better in my opinion. Wait for the bell to go away. Give me a second. There we go. Bear's up over there. There we go. As long as I don't accidentally kill any more elk over here, we'll be fine. Because the elk is highlighted, and those are the ones I need to avoid. However, I do need 1 more boar and then 5 bear heads. So that is a pretty big ask, if I'm going to be honest. Nope. Stupid herbs. I think the other bear was up over here, yeah? Hopefully this is the bear. The bear? I really can't tell. There he is. Yes. So 2 bear and about, I think, 4 boar. 4 boar is a rifle. Shout out to Kentucky Ballistics, Scott. There's going to be more time of me, like, trying to swap servers than play the game now at this point. It's crazy. I promise you it's not always going to be like this, where I just sit here and just, like, server hop like crazy. These are the old spots, or, like, the older portions of the game. And they weren't really intended to be just like completely grinded into the ground like I'm trying to do right now. So there's more later on spots, like even the islands, they have a lot more density of mobs, and it's not going to be nearly as bad once I get to the islands and other places. So it might seem kind of boring and like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever to get 5. But trust me, it's going to get a lot better. And like I said, all I need once I get the boar, like once I get 1 more of the boar heads, I just need to go back and forth between the bears. There's 2 bears here, and there is a 3rd bear off to the other ridge, kind of close nearby. But I think there is like 5 boar here, actually. This is a good spot. Come here, bear. I'll wait till he gets closer so I can butcher him. Same spot. No bear head, no boar head. Yeah, just the 4. Go ahead and swap to a different server. I believe I am kind of going this direction, I think. But they have not respawned on the server. Hang on. I usually like to go down the list. Like, if I go like Balenos 5, for instance, I'll go like Balenos 5, Balenos 6, and like maybe the next one on the list. So, obviously, full disclosure, I am using the guild server mechanic right now. So, I am going through our 3 guild servers. That's why I'm able to hop more than once every 5 minutes. But I don't think it takes like a full 5 minutes. Okay, well, we're back on the Belt server, and they have not respawned yet. So, is this going to be one of those things where I just kind of have to like... Oh boy, it might be. Allow me to fully explain my thought there. Over in Medea, there's a journal where you have to get certain ecology, and one of those was a spider house. And that spider house, there's like 7 of them on a server. And shortly after I did the Medea, like ecology for logs, the adventure log thing, I decided that I was going to go and get S rank knowledge. And it got to a point where I would go to where the spider house locations were, kill all of them. If I didn't get any knowledge, then I would actually find whatever my next target was in the full ecology, run off, kill, you know, some of those, and if I didn't get knowledge, then I would run back to the spider house. And I would just do that for, I don't know, a long time. So the spider house one was like halfway through getting my S rank, and I didn't get the S rank because I got an A+. I didn't get the S rank until I was like basically done, which was kind of annoying. So, yeah. Oh, there's another bear. This rotation might be better, like travel this distance. Alright, let's go down over here. Yeah, I attacked him, and then he leashed. He re-healed, and then he looked at me like, "What, you want to attack me, huh? You want to go, punk?" It's like, you're dead. Yeah. Ah, boy. Probably wouldn't hurt to like go away from this spot. Maybe go to one of the islands, the nearby islands if I can, and start doing some of those hunting, like weasels or wolves or foxes, something like that. This might be one I have to come back to some other day. I would prefer to get it all done right now, but there is no like I have to get it done. Some bosses just spawn: Pig King, Bulgasol, and Nuver. I don't really care that much. Let's see. Let's go do that. If for nothing else, I want to at least kill this boar and the bear up here a couple more times. Alright, bear. Bear head? No. Sag. There are some more boars over here, though, so, you know, might as well attempt to get the last boar head that I need. Alright, nothing. Cool. Let's go ahead. I'm going to swap to the last server of the 3 that I've been hopping between. If I don't get the boar or bear heads, I'm going to head over to Velia, hop on my boat, and go to the islands to start working on some of those. Because I can't sit here all day just trying to get these two. If they're not going to work right now, they're just not going to work. It's just a sad reality of life. Sorry, I was being attacked. There we go. All you need to know is that you heard 2 shots and you saw the dead body. The boar dead body, I might add. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, he's murdering people. No. I was murdered earlier. Alright, bear. No. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna give up on the bear. Boar, this is your last shot. Are you a Hydra? Do you possess 4 heads? Alright, here we go. No, you don't. You suck. Alright, cool. We're going to slay anything on the way back home. Hey, look, another bear. Oh. It looks like there's another boar down here. I'm on my way back to my horse, so that's why I'm like murdering things still. Horse is over there. Alright, so this I'm going to forfeit. I'm going to go ahead and equip my weapons, equip my swads, and then I need to go to a storage keeper and kind of like deal with all this craziness. Is this what I'm looking for? Alright, there's about a million different tabs happening right now. Here we go. So, elk, I have 5. Technically 6, but I'll say 5. Boar, I have 4. I have 4 boar. That's it so far. That's all I have to show for today so far. Alright, when we get to the islands, it's not going to be too bad, hopefully. There's going to be a higher density of mobs, so it shouldn't be like... It shouldn't be as painful as what I was just dealing with, like 1 or 2 mobs. It should be a whole lot more.
Welcome to Valia. Need to use the story?
Alright, throw all that stuff in there. I love that ability to do that. This is just vendorable money for whatever reason.
I made a good choice coming here. The fishes are fresh.
You can keep more.
Alright, so let's go ahead and throw these into storage. Now let's hop on my boat and we're going to take a look at the islands I need to go to for the other Belinos heads. So, is the picture. It's right here. So, there's no raccoon on this list, is there? R-A-C-O-O-N? R-A-C-C-O. Yeah, there's no raccoon on the list. It does exist on one of the islands, just not on the list. So, let's see. Oh, wait, there's a bear. Bear and weasel on Baremi. There's also bear and wolf on Fabian. Maybe it was a waste of my time to go after bears where I just was. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise, if you will. So I do need Grey Wolf Alpha, and I believe those are actually near Port Ephyria, technically, I believe. Let's see. So wolf and Grey Wolf. There's wolf and bear on that island. There's bear and weasel. We'll go for bear and weasel, maybe. Yeah, we'll go Baremi. That's bear and weasel potential. Baremi is somewhere over here. I'm just dumb. I don't know where there he is. Remy. Cool. I don't really do a whole heck of a lot out in the ocean. Like, I don't know where all the islands are. I know where certain ones are, like Al Naha, for instance. Al Naha is up over here. I know where Timbera is, for instance, because dailies. Baremi is one that you do go to for dailies, and I think there's also like Narvo somewhere. Balvej, that's another one. I know where like Lima Island is because it's another big one on the way up. Palava, I believe, is over here. Yeah, I always forget these two. Deadingheart. Yeah, there's certain islands I remember, and most of them I don't. Some I know where they are because I barter on them a lot, like Durko, Kashuma, Hakovid. I was yawning, but there is a fourth one. Halmed, Kashuma, Durko over here, and then Hakoven way over there. I'm going to go over to Baremi. Baremi has the bear and weasels, apparently. I don't know how much bear they have on the island. There's another island that does also have wolf and bear. That's closer. That's on Narvo Island, which Narvo, I believe, is like over there. So if this is a bust, then I can't get the bear stuff over here with the weasels, and I'll go over to Narvo for bear. I hope that I'll be able to get a lot of weasels on this particular island. This like chart that people gave, there's like dailies on each of these different islands. There's like 14 different islands with like quests. Actually, not really 14 different islands, 14 different quests that you can do that take you across 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 islands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do what I need to do here on Baremi. I probably shouldn't park my boat here because people are going to get mad. They're doing dailies, which I know they will be soon. So I'm just going to park my boat over here. It's fine. Please just climb, Kuno. Thank you.
Grandpa told me that he delivered trade goods for 10 years.
Well, your grandpa might be lying to you. I don't know. So are all these weasels essentially? I think the majority of them are. So the real question is, where are the bear on this island? Because supposedly there are some. You know what, here, let's just thin out the herd, shall we? What do I do? Go ahead and repair. Be really sad if I got 4 on that first one. All these are weasels. That wasn't a mistake of me falling down here. AKA, I hope there's a way I can get back up. Okay, nothing on the south side of the island for bear. Bear might be on the top side of the island, because yeah, there's like no weasels, so I would imagine the bears have slaughtered the weasels up here. Is there just one bear on this island? Okay, maybe there's 2. At least 2. I'm gonna have to double check the other side of the island just to make sure. It's at least 2. Are these bloody pirates? Yeah, they are. Hey guys, how you doing? They're friendly guys, really. So there's a bunch of weasels. There's like 2 bears on this island. Okay. Well, time to server hop and do it all again. Alright. Let's say I hear one like right next to me. Making the weirdest noise. Okay. There he is. I literally cannot see him. With all the shrubbery and stuff in the way. Where's this one at? Yeah, calc. Just climb. Oop. Pretty ironic that I'm hunting today and I get a notification about a calc spawning. I didn't even quite see where it was. I don't really care to even notify people about it. Could and probably should, but like, I'm on Baremi freaking Island, dude. Ooh. Autumn Bellflower. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Oh, it's medicinal. Alright. You get a little bit of buffs going here, why not? I don't know if I have knowledge of these. I think I do. I want to harvest them if I can while I'm here. Oh no, my drop rate. I don't think drop rate is really that affected by, or hunting is affected by drop rate. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. I was starting to notice that the mobs are actually kind of respawning a little bit. I'm still going to server hop though, just because sometimes you wait like 20 seconds for a mob and it's like could be actively hunting 2 or 3 mobs in that time period. So it's better to just kind of give up on potential loss and say, "Yep, we're just gonna keep going." All right, loading in. Where's this weasel? Weasel? There you are. Is there another one? Okay, I was like, right there, right? I'm pretty sure. Alright, head up to the 2 bears up over here. Still no heads from anybody, really. No bear heads, no weasel heads. It's funny how the damage calculation for the enemy can hit me faster than my 4th and final bullet can hit the enemy. And I shoot my bullet before he even stands up like he's going to swipe me. Great game, PA. Right, swap it again. Oh boy. Didn't mean to interrupt that. Nothing exciting's happened, trust me. I just killed 2, harvested 2. Forgot about it. Ooh, Nightshade. Witch's poison herb. Really? That's what we have to call it? It's Nightshade. Calm down.
Oh no, it's the witch's poison herb. My lord, don't touch it.
Oh, there he is. I was like, I know that they're around here somewhere. Sneaky, sneaky weasels. hiding around everywhere. Hmm. Can I not climb up over here? Alright. If anybody says anything, yes, I saw there was another person over here. I'm assuming it's that person there, and I'm assuming they just bartered and left. Oh, back attack. That was actually a one-shot. Probably crit back, if I had to guess. Still no weasel heads. Nothing yet anyways. I don't even know how much XP I've gotten from today, because, yeah, I'm not paying too close attention. Alright. Swapping servers. Another one. Not seeing a bell. We're good. Eh. All right. Okay, there we go. Like, I don't know if I hit him. Somebody else going by on boat. It's Valor. Somebody went with DPS. Most people actually go either Volante or Valor. I went with Volante just because of speed. My theory was I could maybe run away from somebody if they were on the Valor trying to chase me down and kill me. But Volante has been exceptionally helpful for getting me to from point A to point B. Bartering has been a lot faster. Going and doing like sea monster hunting has been a lot easier as well because I just avoid majority of their attacks. So. Anybody asked, that is, I don't believe my internet. That is PA servers literally lagging. Earlier when I said, yeah, thanks PA, it was in reference to their servers probably on fire from the amount of people playing right now. And I don't say that like, oh, the game's doing really well, and because everybody likes to be like, oh my gosh, the game's dying, doom and gloom. And then there are people like me that are just like, I don't pay any attention to that noise. I don't care to, you know, insinuate things like that. I'm more like their servers just are really jank and can't keep up with like 5 people on their server. That's more or less what I mean. It's not like, you know, I'm some time wizard or something and it's like, wow, they have 50,000 active players currently. No. No. I'm not trying to give them any amount of credit. And you want to know why I know it's PA and not necessarily my ISP? I've dropped 0 frames that I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. So I know it's not my internet. I'm going to check that server real quick. People don't really go hunting calcs, so it's like, eh. Nobody seems interested in hunting. There's another one that spawned on a different server, but me. I'll check on the server while I'm still have my screen hidden. Well, it's not on this server. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the game. Phone is playing a semi-idle game right now, so I need to set it up on its next journey. Each of these idle excursions are like, I don't know, 7 to 10 minutes, so one of those idle games where it just takes a while to actually make any sort of progress, but progress feels pretty steady for what it's worth, so can't really complain, you know. Plus, again, it's an idle game, so like not intended to be played all the time. So. All right, go my pretties on my phone. Where's this weasel? There he is. I'm not gonna lie, it smells like they in the kitchen that they're doing. It smells sweet and spicy, kind of like how bacon wrapped jalapeno, like stuffed jalapenos are. The cream cheese jalapenos with bacon wrapped. It smells like what they're doing. Either that or it's barbecue sauce. It smells good, whatever it is. It might just be barbecue sauce. I'll go check after I finish this rotation. I kind of want to go get a snack, but I'm not sure what to have for a snack. I want to get some yogurt, actually. I've been trying to be mindful of my gut biome. We have some yogurt that's, I think what we have is like Greek yogurt, but it's a certain kind of Greek yogurt that also has like probiotics and gut health support stuff. I know, nerd health talk. You didn't expect to watch this video thinking about that. If you're even watching the video, you might just have it on podcast form, which is fine. By the way, I do appreciate you guys for watching, if you are watching this either now or sometime in the future. Even though what I say half the time is very, like, nonsensical and strange. Still no bear heads, huh? Got one more on the island before I server hop and start the rotation. Alright, bear. Give me your bear head. Are you a Hydra bear? Please tell me you're a Hydra bear. You're not even a bear. Gosh, it's annoying. Hey, there's some people here. Some people as in a person. Or he's just bartering. It's fine. I just envision in their head, like, they're like, oh, there's a ship over here. Okay, no big deal. And all of a sudden they see like a dot on the map and they're just like, I'm gonna quickly hop to my AFK lady real quick. I'm gonna go BRB. I'll go get a snack because I'm kind of hungry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Sorry about that. I found out what's for dinner, though. It's breakfast for dinner. And I was smelling bacon in there, honestly. So I'm going to hide my screen for a little bit because I'm going to character swap back. Actually, maybe I don't need to hide my screen. I was thinking I might have to like server hop when I get on that character, but I don't think I do. Phone finished the next match, so the next one queued up here. I don't think everything has respawned on this island, so I'm going to swap the server. Good thing I hid my screen. Otherwise, I'd have to like. I thought about unhiding and then like hiding again if I needed to. So that's kind of dumb. All right. So there's like 2 bear on this island. I do have some yogurt, by the way, so I'll be snacking on there. All right. All right, game. Can I get some weasel heads? Or bear heads. I'm not really picky. Like, I do have all my mastery stuff equipped, right? Yeah, I do. It's just... seems to be quite a low chance for these things. I remember when I was hunting shadow lions, there would be like multiple hours where I just didn't get a single lion head, like a shadow lion head. I know what I told myself as well, and I'm going to stick to my promise to myself of getting all the heads I need from hunting and gathering myself. I don't want to have to buy them. I don't want to have to like... Essentially, this is a self-imposed challenge. I just want to push myself to do something and give myself something to do. I feel that most of the time when it's like, just go make money, that I get bored, I get impatient, I stop playing the game, I burn out very easily. But every time I've told myself, we're going to go and get an item or we're going to do something, that's when I seem to be more focused and more driven than ever to get that or achieve that thing. For instance, getting my first compass. I was very, very driven to get it, and I even grinded like 4 to 6 hours a day most days trying to go for it, which for me is a lot, trust me on that one. I did most of that on controller, and I was also on Meiwa when I was doing that. So, yeah, it was very, very different. Different time back then. But even at that, it still was a slog. And I kept telling myself, I'm going to keep going until I finish and get this item. I don't care how long it takes. I will go until I am done. And I got the compass, and then I was just like, yep, we're done. I didn't even finish my hour there. It was like 68 and a half hours, I think, or like 67 and a half. I don't quite remember, but... let me deal with my phone here in a second. All right, let's go ahead, swap over to here. Somebody rung a bell on the server. Wait. Phone is put down for now. Bell notification's gone. Let's go ahead and continue going, shall we? Alright, so as far as I'm concerned, still no heads for weasels. I don't know. From everything I saw online, most of the heads for these creatures is like a 0.01% chance or something. It's a very, very low chance, supposedly. The elk one wasn't too bad, but I feel like I did get some good rolls on the elk, because, yeah, the weasel's taken a while. I did get one for the boar, 4 roll on that, which is, you know, pretty good. Nothing for bear yet, and nothing for weasel, so I do know that these are going to be quite difficult to actually get. I didn't think it was going to be that difficult. I figured it was going to be a little bit easier, but guess not. By the way, though, I stand by what I said. Going for the compass, I did do quite a big push for it when I was going for it, so it wasn't like it was terrible, you know. Like, I know some people personally who spent much, much longer getting their compass, you know, a couple 100 hours. Other people, a couple 1,000. I went right between them. Cool. There's this guy, and there's that one over there. Alright, no weasels on this rotation. Oh, a bear on bear 1. What about bear 2? Bear 2, nothing. All right. Even though this isn't as much bears as the other spot, it's much smaller, and I am going for weasels at the same time, which is another one that I need to get, so... Alright, no bell here. There's not even gaining like a 0.01 whenever I kill a weasel. They just don't drop that much XP. I do know one of the best spots to actually go for that was feather wolves for the longest time. I feel rhinos is better. Personal experience, rhinos was way better for me, but I can assure you that if you don't have infinite health potion, rhinos could be kind of dangerous and kind of stupid. There were plenty of times when I was, even with the infinite health potion, where I was kind of struggling to stay alive. Like you aggro too many rhinos at once. You're in for a bad day. I mean, even when for a time I was using normal health potions for the infinite, I was running into issues where I would run out of potions and the rhinos would do a tremendous amount of damage. And then I was like, well, I'm almost dead. That's cool. Alright, Bear, let's do it. Nice fight. This other one actually seems to get a hit on me every once in a while, so... Oh, okay, well he just got obliterated by 2 shots. And swapping servers real quick. Hey, sir. A little different than your normal just like send emote of guy waving, but how's it going? What's up? I sent that gift to you before I saw you were live. It's the vibe. Wait, what? Oh, Discord, okay. Oh. I see the gift, thank you. I appreciate that. Here's the OG. Oh, yeah. See, that guy. To me, I don't know why. It looks like to me, like it's some guy drowning. I don't know why. That's how my brain interprets it, but... Purple person turquoise waving is what it is, but yeah. For some reason I envision him like half falling into the ground like he's drowning. Is that messed up? Probably. There's no weasels here. Was I? Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I went to the wrong server. It's an accurate story of my life. Yeah, it looks like he's drowning. He's just waving. He's asking for help, but in reality, he's like, you're just like, oh, he's waving. Wave back. Hi, how's it going? He's like, help me. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Yeah, this is fine. You got it. Okay. Now I'm a little confused at what server I just was at, but it's okay. I'll survive. I'll figure it out. At your leisure, my lord. Well, unfortunately, I have not gotten any weasel heads or bear heads today. I have gotten a few other ones. I really need to get a counter started. Save me at your earliest opportunity, Malish. Yeah, sure. That poor guy. I swear, my brain has always interpreted it like some guy was drowning. Has always interpreted it. I don't know why. Okay. Head down here, get this weasel that I just never can see. Where's he at? The weasel. Where's the weasel? I heard him. There he is. Literally cannot see it. There's one back up this way. That's it. Eh? What are you, impervious? I see my tablet is lying to me again. My tablet I use for my second monitor, it says I have 3 watching, started 29 minutes ago, but yet on the YouTube side it says I have 7 people watching, started streaming almost 3 hours ago. My tablet's lying to me again. Cool. Tablet, I don't believe you. You're getting disqualified temporarily. By that I mean I'm going to relaunch the app. Hopefully it shows proper information. There's probably been more than 5 people for a while. I just haven't noticed because it was stuck on 3. I'm surprised chat even worked, if I'm going to be honest. 'Cause sometimes when it breaks like that, I just never see chat, so... Fine now, hopefully. Somebody's complaining in guild chat. This game sucks because of how hard it is to enhance something. Lost an outfit. They're 12 of 15. Going for a Tet to Pen Black Star. Man, this game blows. Okay. Welcome to Black Desert. This is literally why I've decided to do what I'm doing today. I'm working toward personal goals that the game doesn't define, nor the community defines as important. Throwing shade. I'm not saying the person's name, but they're definitely throwing shade. No, it's just welcome to Black Desert. Server hop to this one. I'm a fishing. How goes the fishing, actually? I know that it's really good, it's lucrative, and I know I've said that to you a lot, but your experience, how's it going? I should eat more of my yogurt real quick. Wait, hold up. I think, okay. Might be limited to 2 servers now. Maybe. It's about time for Node War. I forgot. Basically, all mobs in the game get despawned on server 1. So now you know that my guild servers are 1 through 3. You're welcome. I doxed myself. Anyways. Yeah, there's... Okay, so I can't go on that server no more. That sucks. Really, event fishing while I am not getting any red fish from the area, I'm easily getting half to a full bill a night. Nice. I would say, depending on where you are, I believe you're fishing in Velia. A lot of people say depending on your mastery, like if your mastery isn't insanely high, just stick to Velia, and then once you get more mastery, then yeah. It's over here. For $999.95, I'll give you these servers, JK. I think I'm good. I'm not gonna worry about I just want PA to fix their servers for latency, really. On a more serious note. I've been dealing with some weird rubber banding today. Rubber banding that I usually never receive, but also this is like the most active I've truly been in Black Desert. As far as like moving on my character. It's been moving my boat for like, I don't know, 3 weeks now. I'm bartering again. Where's this weasel there? That was not the weasel. They're there. Yeah. That little bit of lag right there. Dumb question? Okay, what's your dumb question? Well, there are no dumb questions. Actually, there are a few dumb questions, but what's your question? Subjectively, there are a few dumb questions. You change harvesting to get everything, or is it because you're in a hunting zone? These are hunting mobs, so I am getting everything. If you look on the map, it's kind of hard to tell, but normal mobs, like if I zoom in here real quick, normal mobs being like the Cox Pirates down over here, they're like little circles. Those would be like considered normal mobs, and then this over here being like the little hunting symbol, that is considered a hunting mob. So the hunting mobs, they do drop everything. That's the reason why. And what you get is actually affixed to your hunting mastery. So the more please stop. The more mastery you get, the more items that you can get. So that's why I'm getting like blood and hide and meat. These are considered hunting mobs. What I'm trying to do to kind of, I don't think I've explained it since you got here, sir. I said it at the beginning of the live stream, and obviously not everybody's here for the entire time. What I'm trying to do is inside the game, there are, I thought I was harvesting herbs. There are a bunch of stuffed animal heads, and this has been something I've been wanting to get for a very long time. I could buy a bunch of these, but I'm not going to be doing that. My challenge that I've started, or new goal that I've started for myself, is to get every single one of these across all the different grades. So if I type in, for instance, stuffed bear, these last two I don't really care for right away, but these are the other ones. So there's 5 heads that you can make. Stuffed bear can be turned into artisan, artisan into master. Artisan can then be turned into a special stuffed, and then masters can also be turned into a special stuffed. So I need 5 heads from each species. And the only one I've accomplished today is elk, where the first elk that I got a head from, I actually got 4, so I'm assuming it was a hydra. But it seems to be that every single animal that I've gotten a head from was 4, because I did harvest a second elk and got 4 more. And then I also harvested on one of the boars, I also got 4 boar heads. So It's not like, you know, this is anything that I need to do, that anybody is wanting me to do, other than just giving me something to do, you know. Haven't dived into hunting in a hot minute. 4 heads, it's a monster. Yeah, there are 2 different elks that I harvested today that had 4 heads, and there was a boar that I harvested that also gave me 4 heads, which means that I need to get a 0.01% chance twice today, at least. Apparently, according to BDO Codex, the head drop rate is like 0.01%. And I have no idea if item collection increase, like the scrolls increase that, or if it doesn't, and I don't want to like waste any in case it doesn't. Because usually this doesn't affect hunting drop rates, it's just your mastery. But yes, I am 100% trying to do this all by myself, hunting and harvesting each of the heads by myself, and then spending a lot of time over at Narcion or near Mountain of Eternal Winter. There's a grind spot that drops a breath item. You can only put a pre-order for 1 at a time, which is kind of stupid, so I'm not even going to bother with pre-orders on that. But I basically need, I think it's like 5 Breath of Narcion, or the other one's called Breath of Omua, O-M-U-A. So I need to, I think it's 5. I don't know for sure. But there's over 30 species. I think there's 34, if I remember correctly from earlier. But elk is officially done, so that's 1 of 34. This island has weasel and bear. There's a couple other islands nearby. One that has bear and wolves. Other islands have like foxes and a couple of different species. So I'm just trying to focus on Balanos for now. Gotta start somewhere anyways. Decided them self goals, man. Whatever lets you enjoy the game, I say. Yeah. Something I haven't done in a while, and I've been wanting to do for like 2 years. I just never like felt the drive to do it until recently, and I was like, yeah, why not? I need something active to do, and it sounds kind of stupid, but I need I want to stream and I need content, so this is the best I can come up with. Is it interesting? No. Is it boring? Probably. Do I care? Eh. Are you gonna make a like a hunting lodge household? It's kind of a weird way to word it, but I'm gonna put, I was thinking about it, and I was like, how am I going to like display, because it's 30 different species, 5 different heads apiece, you know, that's over 150 heads, and some of the heads are a lot larger, like a bear head. Right there, I just got 4 from that bear. That bear was a hydra. That was really good actually, because bears, there's not a lot of them. There's 2 on this island. Other spots I was at had 1. Another spot had like 3. So I'm really, really thankful I got that bear just then. But like 150-ish heads everywhere. Sheesh, that's going to be a lot of wall real estate. So I do have a house in Grana. It's a pretty spacious house. I can actually swap to it real quick just to show. But I'm also kind of convinced that it's not enough space. Have all the heads on the wall and just have fur carpets and one big old like chair in the middle of the room you can sit in. That's it. Well, I'll show you my Grana house real quick. It's the one nearest the storage keeper. In fact, I believe you could actually go to it and then like actually go to my house if it's on the list. Alright, my guardian bay. Let's go over this way. So this is my house. Do I even show up on the list? I doubt it. Yeah. Hey, look. You got one. I have the highest points in our guild, 5,000. But yeah, I'm not on the list, but you're on my friends list, so you can find my house. So I do have some already, as you can see, but that's only 3 heads. Like there's a nice archway up there at the top, this whole wall here in the middle and on this side. Like this is a nice nice big open area, but I don't think 150 heads is gonna fit in here. So, because the other thing too is like the archway, I don't think you can even put stuff there. No. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting. I have a house there, man. You put them on the roof? It doesn't look like it, no, sadly. So I mean, one wall here might be able to do like 30 to 40 of them. And I'm like, I kind of like the way this house looks. So would I actually go through and like buy another house just to put all the heads in somewhere else here? Maybe. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I'll cross that bridge when I actually get them all made. Because like I said, I need to actually harvest them first, like acquire them. Not through Marketplace. That is part of this self-imposed challenge. I could totally just go through, buy 6 and just like be done, but eh. Sorry about that. It was I need to actually hide my screen and hop to the other server. Actually, it's been more than 5 minutes, right? Hopefully. But we're about to find out. Alright. So I need some weasel heads. I was kind of hoping that I would get the weasels so that I can move to the other island that has bear and wolves. But for only 2 bears here, I've gotten the 4 heads on 1 bear 1 time. So, I mean, it seems like bears might actually be done by the time I get weasels done, which is kind of annoying. There's a lot more weasels here. That's birch. There we go. Alright, weasels. What was that noise? Come on. There we go. Yeah, this is my fate now. To be fair, it's either this or I do bartering, and yeah, I'm good. And all the way back up over here. Oh, bear heads. Last bear on this island, because there's only 2. Please. Stupid bear. Head over this way. Head all the way back down. And now I need a server hop again. I'll be honest, I'm kind of happy that it doesn't take... It's not one of the things where I need to, like, wait. Like, there's some ecology and stuff in the past that I've gotten where I just had to wait for the mob to respawn. Even server hopping, I would still have to, like, wait, like, 2 minutes or something like that. So thankfully, this isn't like, even with 2 servers, I still can keep going back and forth between the 2, and I don't have to like wait. So that I'm happy about. Better reload. Also, haven't even been paying any attention to my energy because I figured that'll be a problem for when it says not enough energy, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Excuse me? You defy death? Weasel's very bold. Did I get him? I did. Cool. This is one that I'm starting to just try to do trick shots whenever I go there because I can't see him. Can I harvest these yet? There's a flower around here. It's the like purple looking ones right here. Look at that, and that's a nice flower. I know I play at very low graphics, all right?
I don't got a 5990. Are you crazy in this economy?
I play on a laptop that has a better graphics card than my PC, so I do this as a hobby. So but yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the flowers. Apparently there's a flower I've like never heard of before here on this island. And I'm sure there's other herbs here too that I just have never harvested before. And I was trying to harvest them for knowledge's sake, but all right, no heads. We're gonna go all the way up over, fight 2 bears, hopefully get the heads I need. Hopefully. The fact that it's a 0.01% is just, that's asking too much of people, some people. Or the BDO Codex. Now, there have been some times where the information is like, okay, I don't even know how you know that, but most of the time I would say that BDO Codex is very, very reliable. So, hey, bear heads. All right, so that is 2 species done. Let me go ahead and bear. Bear, I have 5 now. Technically, I have 8. But we're not going to talk about that. Those bears were hydras in the flesh, hiding in... Ooh. Oh, that's not what I thought that was. Never mind. I thought that was one of those Lakiaro flower things. Appear randomly. Alright. Go ahead and server hop. Is there another island that has weasels? Not with anything else. There's weasels by themselves. There's weasel and raccoons. Raccoons do not have a stuffed head variant, so they're kind of a waste to try to go for. There's wolf and bear. There's wolf and fox. I might go to those 2 islands because I need wolf. I'm going to need wolves and foxes. Right now, I just need weasel to be done with this island, and I'm probably going to need 2 rolls of weasels to be done with this island.
Bye, buddy.
Please don't turn around. Imagine. He just turns around, activates PvP, shoots a bunch of cannonballs at me. I just V to make it seem like I die, and then character swap. Actually, I can't V because I just server hopped. At the right time, I use block jump and I become invisible, invulnerable, can't be killed. Last two weasels on the island right here. Nope. Over here? Yeah, it's right about here. I'm curious, what else could I possibly use to buff mastery? I know I have this. It's the last one. I could use it. What is my current mastery? Because earlier I was pushing over 2k, and that's when I was getting a lot more, but I don't know. I don't know. Could just wait until it runs out. I'll keep going until my other one runs out because it has 7 minutes left. Hide my screen to server hop. I hate those like little cricket noises, man. Fun fact, or more of a, I think it's more a fun fact. My mom's side of the family, she has family members that live in Tennessee. And the last time we went to Tennessee, I want to say it was like over 15 years ago, maybe almost near 20 at this point. And every time we've gone back there, just it's been like kind of around 4th of July, I want to say. And the sound of like crickets and stuff at nighttime there is something else, man. Fun / depressing fact, however you want to look at it. That was like one of the last times that we as a family have really been able to go and just have fun because of things in life. So other things were a priority, and yeah, now we have the ability to do that for the most part. The only thing that we really have to worry about is we do have a pet rabbit, so we would need somebody to like watch over him and like hang out with him and stuff while we're gone. But other than that, it's we basically could go on a vacation, like an actual vacation for the first time in like nearly 20 years. It's crazy when I say that out loud, but it's even crazier hearing people's responses. Missed him. Last one for the rotation. Nope. I don't even know if they're going to be respawned by the time I get over there. I hope that they are. Looks like the last two are there, but the ones at the start, unless... No, okay, I was just in the wrong spot. Okay. Looks like they all respawned. That's good. There you are. It's about almost 2 to 3 minutes to do the rotation. It's not terrible. It's just kind of... It's just very repetitive, that's all. The worst part is, too, I just don't know when I'm going to get, you know, 4 heads and then be like, oh, cool, I just need 4 more, or like 1 more, really, but... I didn't even harvest that. Cool. I hit the R to harvest and rubber band, just like this guy avoiding death. Cool. At the very least they could do is like refund my bullet at the least, you know? Like, oh, you didn't... You're dead. Who are you? Alright. I run back. Server hop. Alright. I'm debating on something. I could pop more buffs, like hour-long buffs. Or I can just say, you know, this was enough for today. That's always an option. I think I might call the stream after this last little bit here. Just kind of give you guys a heads up for the upcoming schedule for this week. I'd like to talk about it while I'm live in case some people might be wanting to like tune in for next time, specifically for the content that I'm doing. So today being Monday. Tuesday, I don't really have any plans beyond kind of the normal. So let me explain a little bit. Usually I try to stream like 3-4 hours most of the time. It's kind of what I like to do, is, you know, not like 1 or 2 hours. But on Tuesdays and Saturdays, I do stream with my brother, and those are typically between like 2 to 3 hours. Like sometimes we try to be done by like 2 hours, and other times we'll just kind of continue lingering in that sort of just like, oh yeah, we're just having fun, you know, goofing off, playing around, whatever, playing video games. Video games are fun, you know. I don't know if you know that, but so after on Tuesday, my brother and I will play some game together. It doesn't even have to be like a multiplayer game. For instance, one of the games we played recently was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time on Nintendo Switch Online. We both played our own personal version, just kind of went through, did our own thing, but we were playing it at the same time, going through like the same dungeon. And if he needed help, then I would, you know, offer my assistance, because I've watched a lot of speed runs and randomizers thanks to ZFG on YouTube. Go check him out. Huge shout out. But yeah, so with all of that, yeah, it was the last rotation. Okay, go ahead and turn some stuff off here. Ooh, desperate. That's nice. So Tuesday, tomorrow, that's what we're going to be doing, is something probably Nintendo Switch Online oriented. I believe we might be doing Yoshi's Story, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, there's that. Wednesday. I try to focus on doing Warframe Wednesday. Warframe is a video game. I like playing it at least once a week just to say that I did, and kind of keep myself, kind of like engaged in the game. It's a good game, but you know, at a certain point, you just don't really want to play it every day. It's kind of nice to play every once in a while instead. So that's why playing Warframe on Wednesday, you know, the whole literation thing, Warframe Wednesday, kind of works out. Thursday, I don't really have any plans for a whole lot. I might do some more Black Desert. I'm not entirely certain. I might try to incorporate another unique game throughout the week, just because I don't know, it'd be nice to. And then Friday, I lovingly call My Brain is Melting, because it's Dyson Sphere Program. If you guys love that game, oh my goodness, that game's so much fun. Haven't secured my first starting planetary system, but as I discussed in this last stream, we're past the 24-hour mark, and the Dark Fog is starting to send seed clusters to other planetary clusters or other systems. So they are attempting to fortify and secure their own bases throughout the Jewel cluster. Well, Jewel is like the home area that I'm at, but if you guys are interested in tuning in for any of those live streams, my suggestion, if anything, if I may, is to subscribe, ring the bell, put on post notifications, or even check out a link down below to a Discord. That way you'll get notified when I go live on the Discord, because there's a bot over there that pings when I go live. I thought that had like no durability, or maybe it was one of these. The yellow was kind of low. I need to do something with this fishing boat at some point. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the ending screen here as I finish this up. So Dyson Sphere Program on Saturday or Friday. Saturday, I'm gonna be streaming with my brother again, and I typically like to do some amount of streaming on my Twitch. I do stream on Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday is kind of like if I feel up to it after I stream with my brother on Saturdays. It more or less is probably going to be on Sundays, though. I was going to do a stream yesterday on Twitch, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, and then by the time I figured it out, I was like, I'm just too tired, I'm not going to do it. So if you guys are interested in checking out on that, I am currently doing a playthrough of the Mobius mod on StarCraft 2. It's a custom campaign, so if you're interested in checking all that information out, check out Giant Grant Games on YouTube, because he is the one who created the custom campaign manager, the CCM, with a couple of his buddies who are also excellent mod makers as well. So I believe that's it for the shout outs for me. Yeah, a lot of content coming soon, kind of a little bit of everything throughout the week. Oh, there should also be a link down below. I'm gonna double check for my brother. Go check out his channel, Gary Space the Gamer. Two different words, Gary Space the Gamer. The Gamer is one word. He does stream as well throughout the week, and he streams a variety of different games as well. So go give him a sub. Go check out his content, and yeah. So, anyways, that is it from me today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I will be doing a lot more stuff in the near future for YouTube, for Black Desert, for the various different types of content you guys might have come to expect on my channel. I mentioned I did want to get another Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition episode out. I might have to delay that. Maybe that's what I'll do on Thursday, is maybe record that, I'm not sure, and then upload it on Thursday or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Thursday could be Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition day. Doesn't really fall off the tongue. Hey, thanks, sir, for being here. Appreciate you, man. Have a good one. Take it easy. And for all the VOD watchers and everybody else watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.